So NSG gang, this your boy NSG, baby, and I'm back at it again with another banger. As you guys can tell by the title, this explaining the ninja ranks in Naruto. The link will be down below, guys. Go check it out for yourself. If you're new to my channel, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, join the NSG gang. What you waiting on? And comment down below what other videos you want me to react to next, and follow me on all my social medias. It'll be up here and it will be down below in the description box. Make sure you hit that notification bell because I drop banger videos every single day. Now look, explaining the ninja ranks in Naruto. So let's get into this video. I ain't trying to do too much talking. I'm pretty sure the hidden leaf, the little leaf symbol, is gonna be the highest rank. I actually think so. So that being said, let's get into the video. Let's watch.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? N.S.G here, and welcome to today's video, where we're going to be talking about something that I've been meaning to cover for a while now, and that is the Shinobi organizational system, or the ninja ranks present in the world of Naruto. Now, this is a rare example of an aspect of the series that's actually been a core part of it since the very beginning. After all, Naruto's goal has always been to rise through these ranks and eventually achieve the status of Hokage. Not to mention, the first two arcs, the Land of Waves and the Chunin exams, do a pretty good job of exploring and demonstrating the capabilities of each rank, and they also manage to establish the overall importance that the ranking system has to the characters in this series. Now, I will preface this video by saying that ranks aren't everything, but they are a pretty handy tool that ninja use to sum up the capabilities of their opponents before actually fighting them. To provide an example, Jonin are not always stronger than Chunin or even Genin, but if a person were to be given a mission that required them to infiltrate a room filled with 20 Genin, I can assure you that they would be quite a bit less intimidated than if they were given a mission with the same task where the Genin were simply replaced with Jonin. In other words, this is all to say that a higher rank typically indicates a more skilled, more powerful, or more intelligent shinobi, and while there are some exceptions to this rule, they are very few and far between. But I think I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself here, so let me take a step back and start breaking down the ranks as well as how they're organized. Primarily, shinobi are categorized into one of four basic ranks: Genin, Chunin, Jonin, and Kage. Outside of these four ranks exist academy students, and that's where I'm going to be starting first. Though this is not technically a rank, academy students do fall beneath Genin.
You had a black person in Naruto?
Exactly,
I did not know
what they
that.
Sound like students of the ninja academy of their respective village that have not graduated and become genin yet. For this reason, like I said earlier, this isn't an actual rank. A person doesn't become a shinobi until they graduate from the ninja academy.
I think that's Baruto.
These students are in a
black person
facility
in
where
Baruto,
they are
that's
expected
Baruto
to
right
learn
there.
how to use ninjutsu, taijutsu, genjutsu, and basic ninja weapons like kunai and shuriken. They are sometimes deployed as part of a village's military force in times of emergency. But as you may expect, academy students have little, if any, real military value, as any ninjutsu, taijutsu, and genjutsu that they have access to are typically low-level, unrefined, and would be barely, if at all, effective in high-level ninja combat. To put what most of them are capable of into perspective, being able to perform the clone jutsu, not the shadow clone jutsu or any of its variants, but the clone jutsu,
Throwback
which doesn't
Naruto.
even create a real doppelganger, was the only requirement for graduation when Naruto and the rest of his classmates were finishing up their studies at the academy. Now, the capabilities of academy students vary greatly depending on the talent and work ethic of the person in question, but as I'm sure you can probably infer on your own, many of them aren't even the slightest bit threatening to the least capable of genin. When a student graduates from the academy, they will be given their own ninja headband and assigned to a jonin master along with two of their classmates, where they will be tested to see if they are ready to become genin. And should they and their classmates pass this test, they will officially be given the rank and will start taking missions alongside their new jonin master. Now, genin don't carry out every mission given to them as a part of the team they were initially deployed to. As a matter of fact, they can sometimes work alongside entire teams of genin under the supervision of another jonin, under the supervision of even a chunin, and so on and so forth, though this is all at the discretion of their superiors. Now, for the most part, genin are simply junior ninja, and this rank isn't always an indication of talent. Most ninja who actually manage to become genin grow out of this rank rather quickly by the time they hit adolescence, as a matter of fact, and it's usually just meant to be used as a label for rookie ninja who don't entirely know what they're doing yet. So more often than not, a genin's capabilities are a result of their lack of battlefield experience and their young age. There are some very rare examples of adults who simply lacked the talent to become chunin, and on the same token, there are some genin with capabilities that exceed those of Kage, but for the most part, genin are children who just started their career as a ninja. Because of this, it goes without saying that most of them are much less effective as shinobi than chunin or jonin are, though Again, that shouldn't be much
No,
of a
little
surprise,
song. I know a little
especially
song.
when considering Genin literally translates to low ninja in English. Up next is the rank of Chunin, which literally translates to middle ninja, though the Viz translation of the manga calls Chunin journeyman ninja. Anyhow, as I implied earlier, achieving the rank of Chunin is sort of a natural stepping stone in the life of most ninja, and can be done by passing the Chunin selection exams that are hosted twice every year. I will probably do a separate video taking a more in-depth look at the Chunin exams, but for now I'm gonna leave them alone. Anyhow, putting that aside, Chunin are clearly experienced and distinguished ninja, and by reaching this rank, a person proves that they have become a valuable asset to their village's military. Chunin are given far more freedom than Genin, but as a direct consequence of that, they are also given far more responsibility as well. They are expected to take their duties much more seriously, and are given much more difficult missions than Genin are. While Chunin are obviously much more adept to combat and performing ninjutsu, genjutsu, or taijutsu than Genin are, what sets the two apart the most is the clear gap in maturity, leadership ability, and tactical skills present between these two groups. For example, Naruto was clearly capable of performing jutsu that far exceeded the capabilities of an average Genin, and maybe even an average Chunin, but he didn't have the mental fortitude that is required of most Chunin, and was thusly not given the rank after his Chunin exams. Then, coming up next, we have Jonin, which literally translates to high ninja, or elite ninja in the Viz translation of the manga. And while Genin and Chunin are just as much signs of seniority as they are ranks, someone being given the rank of Jonin is an actual sign of talent and incredible skill. As the series makes clear from the very first arc, Jonin are the elite among ninja, and are typically considered next to the Kage, and also the Anbu. Anyway, their village's most valuable assets. The requirements for becoming a Jonin aren't laid out specifically anywhere in the series, but I do know that a recommendation for somebody to become a Jonin must be submitted to the Kage of the village, or to one of their assistants for a promotion to Jonin to even be considered. As such, Jonin are much more rare than Chunin, as you would expect, and being promoted to one is a great honor. And then of course we have the Kage at the very top, the highest rank a shinobi can be given. The Kage are the leaders of their respective villages, and are typically the most powerful. Might be an older version of Gar. I don't know, let me know in the comments down below who that guy is right there. There are plenty of powerful people who meet the specifications to become a Kage, but simply don't want the responsibilities associated with the job, like Jiraiya for example. But regardless, in order to become one, a ninja has to be extraordinarily powerful. Based on what's been shown to the audience, as a matter of fact, I think it's safe to assume that to become a Kage, a person has to be recommended and then appointed by the previous Kage, along with a board of a bunch of other high-ranking village officials. Along with being the figurehead for the village, they are the guys. The Kage are also given the responsibility of doing a whole bunch of paperwork and essentially single-handedly running the village with just the help of maybe one or two assistants. The Kage are rarely ever sent out on missions themselves, but if their village is ever attacked, they will immediately fight back and do their best to deter the invaders and keep their village safe. As with the Chunin exams, I'll probably make a more in-depth video in the future about the Kage, and for now I'll just leave my explanation at that. So that's a basic summary of the main ranks present in the series. Now, before I proceed and start listing some of the more obscure or not as well-known ranks that a person can be given, I just want to point out really quickly, because I don't really think I ever gave myself a moment to segue into this organically earlier, the missions given to ninja in the world of Naruto are ranked much like the ninja themselves are. The ranks are as follows: D rank missions, C rank missions, B rank missions, A rank missions, and S rank missions. Obviously, a mission's rank corresponds with its difficulty, with S being the hardest and D being the easiest. Genin are typically given D rank and C rank missions because of their low level of skill, while Chunin are typically given C and B rank missions, and Jonin are typically given A and S rank missions. More difficult missions have higher payouts and are also typically much more complicated, but I'm sure all of that is pretty obvious. Anyway, moving on to the less well-known ranks that I mentioned earlier. The first of these is Special Jonin, or Tokubetsu Jonin, often abbreviated to Tokujo in Japanese. Special Jonin are ninja who have Jonin level skill, but only in one particular area. There aren't a whole lot of examples of these, at least none that the audience ever gets to see, but the first who comes to mind is Ebisu, who specializes in tutoring young ninja and uses these skills to teach the grandson of the third Hokage, Konohamaru Sarutobi. Two more examples are Ibiki Morino, who specializes in torture and interrogation, and Hayate Gecko, though it was never specified what area he specializes in. The next of these secondary ranks is the Anbu, or members of a village's covert black operations unit. Anbu represent the best among the elite, and most of them display more skill than the average Jonin. They take orders directly from the Kage of their village, and are expected to carry out extremely demanding missions, though I don't think the rank of Anbu is considered superior to Jonin. The last of these ranks, S-Class, is much more of a title than it is an official official ninja rank. These ninja are legend.
Advertisement.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Robbie here. Whoa, what's going on? I saw that you checked out my
And I
Kishin
did.
Hero webinar.
Legendary shinobi whose capabilities far exceed those of an average jonin. Examples include Orochimaru, Itachi Uchiha, Sasuke Uchiha, Nagato, Kisame, and so on and so forth. S-class ninja are often treated with the utmost respect and are usually distinguished by the distinct nicknames they are given. Examples include Jiraiya the Toad Sage, Sasori of the Red Sand. You get the idea. Most of the series' most powerful characters, including every member of the Akatsuki, can be classified as S-rank, so this is without a doubt the best and most honorable title a ninja of this universe can receive. Anyhow, I think that about does it for this video. Like I've mentioned a few times in this video, I will probably make individual videos going over some of the concepts mentioned here, but for the sake of not making this video
I want the hidden leaf
hours
headband.
long, I thought it was best to just summarize everything that I was talking about.
I'm gonna get it one day.
Anyhow,
I'm
as
gonna get it
always,
one
let
day.
me know in the comments below if you have any ideas for future video topics you want me to cover. This is one that
Oh,
was
I'm so
requested
sorry,
just
guys. I've been
about
yawning
endlessly,
through the whole
so
video.
no
I'm
need to
so
worry.
sorry.
I do pay attention to your comments, but yeah, until my
Yes, guys, that was explaining the ninja ranks in Naruto. I'm sorry for yawning, guys. It's not that I'm bored of the video or anything like that. But yes, guys, if you enjoyed this video, give this video a thumbs up. I love Naruto, man. Who doesn't love? I love Naruto. Bleach, kinda. I mean, even though I haven't watched it, I like the characters, though. They're pretty dope. Dragon Ball Z, of course, Kid Buu is my favorite Dragon Ball Z character, you know. One Piece, Monkey D. Luffy is my favorite character. But yes, that being said, let me know down in the comments which clan would you guys would love to be in. Mine is the what is that one called? The Leaf? Yeah, the Leaf. That's the only clan I would want to be in. Is that one? Is the Leaf in anime? That's the only one I'd be in. That being said, NSG gang, NSG baby. Y'all still want God bless, love y'all. Bye. See you on the next one.